In the last video, we drew boxes for our own hands. So here are the boxes, and we also want to be able to draw boxes for the other avatar's hands. So let's get to work on that. And I think what we would need is let me close some files, in the scene manager. That's where we draw the avatar. So we're processing events as they come in. Member entered is when we find or create an avatar. And this takes the member ID and the pause rot, but I might as well make it take the entire payload, like so. That way in here, we can take something that has this sort of shape, as well as optionally left and right. So this thing get meshed by ID. This will be member ID. Okay, this whole thing will be payload. So p.memberid. p.memberid. p.pauserut. Oh, okay. I made it so that you could even leave this out. Box position is pause, rot, pause, p.pause, rot. Alright, so that's our new find or create avatar, and we're using it over up here. So if we get members find or create avatar, we need to just send the whole thing, which will be member ID and pause rot, which is the payload. Pause rot. And when we've moved, send an event with the member ID just this. And the payload is this, and then it will animate these components. We could use find or create avatar with the whole payload though. send the whole thing in is the MPTS payload. That'll contain the whole thing, in which case it will grab this thing and okay, so if you send find or create avatar and you set the pause route, it'll just put it there. But if we want to animate it, we actually don't want to put it in there. I think we should just move the animation into it. This is a confusing API otherwise. So when member entered, you find or create avatar with this payload, which is that. Okay, and then member moved, you also do find or create avatar. We also have a set component, right? We have set component. Yeah, we do. So then I think the entity created, okay, find or create avatar shouldn't move it into position. You really should just create it. Okay, so we give it just the member ID then. So then this just becomes this. You find a box. If there's no box, you create the box and you make it not pickable. And then that's it. Don't do any of this. Just return the box. That's fine and create avatar. Now it's being used up here. When a member comes in, we totally find and create the avatar with the member ID. Then we will immediately pop it into place. So then we'll do this set component for the avatar. And the component here will be type is position data to be value and payload dot pause rod dot pause. It's popped into position, and we'll take the rotation. Then on the other one that's having problem, okay, we have the member entered. Find or create avatar, which is a similar situation to this thing. Okay, we'll do the same. So const payload will be MBTS P, and then this is identical, I believe. Okay. For member moved, it's slightly different. We'll get the const payload equals MBTSP. I feel like we should move the payload up higher. Anyway, payload is that. So this is payload member ID. We'll draw it. Then we animate component to move it. So then this is type position value is payload. Yeah, we'll just use this except animate component. So when we're moving, we'll get the hand stuff. Member entered isn't getting the hand stuff. So if payload dot left, then let's do this find or create hand for the member, for the payload member ID, and this is left, and then we'll give it the payload left Pasrat. Else let's do nothing, I guess. So we'll do this for the left, and we'll do this for right. Now we need to create a function for this. So member ID is a string, and hand is a string, payload is a Pasrat. And this will just be the same as when we created the box in the XR grip. Did something like this. We said this thing, sorry. Okay, so New mesh builder, create a box. It'll be named after, how are we naming the avatar stuff? Avatar stuff we named as avatar underscore member ID. So let's do something similar. Avatar member ID hand. Size 1, list scene. And I guess we don't need to show bounding box of this business. Const hand. Const mesh. And the mesh position copy from copy from array payload. Wait, should just say pause drop then. And mesh rotation quaternion from how are we setting the quaternions in the animate set component? Oh, those don't set it based on this only takes Euler components. It doesn't take quaternions. So if we're doing member movement, let's see if this will work. What was on Finder create avatar? Let's see, get diff. Babylon quaternion from this. Okay. Let's not mix these two things up. Animate component, rotation. Vector 3, yeah. Or maybe we should always use rotation coordination from array. Component data value. Okay. Const raw value equals component data value. And if raw value length equal to 3, then change Euler to quaternions. Babylon dot vector 3 from array raw value to quaternion so let new quaternion, let's say that this is new quaternion, else then it's probably 4, then new quaternion just equals raw value. Here. Oh wait, no, that's not right. I still have to do something. Else new quaternion equals Babylon quaternion from array raw value. And quaternion. Start and create animation. Translate. So position and scaling will do that. Break. Component type. From array, vector 3, those are fine, but rotation, we'll do vector 4, translate, component type is rotation, so this will be rotation quaternion then. Right, mesh dot rotation quaternion. And the initial value and final value. So initial value is mesh rotation quaternion dot just rotation quaternion clone, and the new thing will be the new quaternion. I have no idea if that's going to work. This. So now this could take either 3-element array or 4-element array. Coming back here. So this should work. We passed in this rotation, which is 4, animate, which is 4, set component, and animate component. Well, set component needs to be able to take 4 as well. So let's put this up to position and scaling, break, and then for rotation, we'll do something similar. Raw value, new quaternion. So if it's 3, we make it a quaternion, and da 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 da. And then we just say set it. So mesh rotation quaternion from copy from new quaternion. Alright, then finally coming back here. Where am I? Line 193. Okay, fine, to create the avatar hand. We have memory D hand, pause route. We'll create this hand. The position will be there, rotation quaternion from I guess equal epsilon quaternion from array. This will be pause route. So first we'll look for the mesh. Let mesh equal this scene, find or get mesh by name, which is this name. And if there's a mesh, if there's not a mesh, then Please create the mesh. How do I set this to the position? And so we'll do this for find avatar, create hand for both hands when we are moving, which is around here, left and right. Alright, what does that look like? I changed a lot, so expect some errors here. I create a grid. It's always nice to have a grid so I can see if we're moving. Whoop. Okay, can't read properties of null, reading copied from. Okay, we were asked to go on the rotation and let's see, what's the console log say? Received an event, entity created, which is a grid, components gave us rotation, which is a value of 3. Okay, data value, and then that would have come over here. We say data value is a raw value, new quaternion, if raw value length is 3, which it is. New quaternion is value vector 3 from the raw value 2 quaternion. And did that become undefined? Copy from. Oh, there's a null here because this hasn't used any quaternions before, so it's better just to set it. Tools and delete this. What happens if we bring it back? Boom. Okay, that no longer gives us an error. Let's see, we're moving around. Is that causing any problems over here? Rotation, doing this. Doesn't seem to be, but let's take a look at how this renders on another client that actually needs to process the events. Seems to be working just fine. Yeah, it's very smooth, the rotation is very smooth. And if we break into this mode with WebXR, so our head's moving. And let me see if I can grab the hand. This hand is moving. And then this hand needs to move. Oh, and look, we have little hands here. Can't see this one. Reset my pose. Have this one, which I cannot see. Okay, so one. Okay, well, I saw one of them. Are we getting different data? Left is this position. Where's right? Right is here. They are different positions, total different position rotation. And did we render the three different things? Let's see if we can show the debug. Yeah, they seem to be in the scene somewhere. Hide that. Hide the capsule. That's one. Okay, they seem to be drawn on top of each other. So if we look at the I want to see the position. I want to see the debug layer. Show embed is true or something. I want to see the inspector. Can I see that from here? Maybe we just sent the wrong pause rods in here. Where's member move? Move, move, move. There we go. One member is moving. Yes. This needs to be the right. Where are the cubes? Oh, there's a cube. There's a cube. I saw it. Yep. Okay, so there's cubes. We're drawing them.